Hi everyone, this is Teacher Jen from Camgush.com and welcome to another fun and exciting lesson from Exploring English Book 6. This is by Tim Harris and Alan Rowe. We are going to start our lesson on this page and we got some activities to answer. So let's start. First activity is free response. So these are questions that you can answer personally. I'm going to read the following and you can pause this video for a while to copy the questions and answer them. Let's start. Have you ever gotten lost? Where is the best place to go for help when you're lost? What is the best way to avoid getting lost? Do you think you could get around in a foreign country if you didn't know the language? How would you communicate? Have you ever helped a tourist in your city? What are some cities or countries where people are very friendly to tourists? Do you know any places where the people are not friendly? Okay, now let's go on to practice number 2. Make equivalent sentences using the verb get. Again, make equivalent sentences using the verb get. Let's have one example. Tino arrived at the station just in time to take the train. Tino got to the station just in time to get the train. So as you can see, we changed two verbs and replaced them with the word get. Let's go on. You must convince Mrs. Grove to see a doctor. You got to convince Mrs. Grove to get to see a doctor. Her condition is becoming worse every day. Her condition is getting worse every day. Her son has just gone to pick up some medicine at the drugstore. Her son has just gone to get some medicine at the drugstore. We asked him to buy some magazines for his mother. We asked him to get some magazines for his mother. I tried to reach the doctor on the phone a little while ago. I tried to get the doctor on the phone a little while ago. He won't arrive at the office until noon. He won't get at the office until noon. Mrs. Grove received a letter from her brother, Lemon, this morning. Mrs. Grove got a letter from her brother, Lemon, this morning. I don't know how he ever acquired the nickname Lemon. I don't know how he ever got the nickname Lemon. Okay, so I want you to answer this practice again. Pause this video and copy these sentences again. After that, you have to remember that you have to make equivalent sentences using the verb get. Now let's go on to written exercise. Complete the sentences using the most appropriate expressions from the list below. Each expression may be used only once. Examples. Tino got lost because he didn't pay attention to where he was going. Alberta got excited when she won first prize in the singing contest. Miss Fern got hired because she was the best person for the job. Mr. Farley got fired because he was always late to work. Sam got tired because he worked all day without taking a rest. Barbara got paid extra for working overtime last Friday. Fred got bored because he didn't have anything to do. Gloria got scared when she saw a strange man following her. I'm glad no one got hurt in the automobile accident yesterday. Johnny got wet when he went out in the rain without his umbrella. Gladys got upset when the waiter spilled soup on her dress. Candy and Rico got married last month. I went to their wedding. So, just like what you did with the previous activities, I want you to copy these sentences and try to answer them on your own. Now let's go on and let's read the conversation between Barbara and Tino. Please listen carefully. Welcome back, darling. I missed you. I missed you too, Barbara. It's good to be home. I got the postcards you sent. It sounds like you had a good time in Italy. I had a great time. Everything went beautifully. What was the best part of your trip? Being with my relatives. They're really wonderful people. It's too bad you couldn't go with me, Barbara. You would have enjoyed meeting Giovanni and his family. I know. It would have been fun, even though I can't speak Italian. You can communicate a lot of things without words, Barbara. And that reminds me, here's a picture taken the day I arrived in Florence. You can see me with my relatives in front of their apartment. It's a nice photograph, Tino. Everyone looks so happy. Who's the old woman next to you? That's my grandmother, Eleonora. She's 84 years old and she's incredible. You wouldn't believe how active she is in spite of her age. I'll bet she's a good cook. You look as if you've gained a few pounds. You're right. She's a wonderful cook and a good storyteller too. She told me quite a bit about the history of the Martinelli family. It must have been very interesting. You're lucky you got to learn more about your family. It's something I've always wanted to do, Barbara. I think it's important to know your roots. You must be very proud of being Italian, Tino. Of course, but on this trip I also learned how American I am. That's good because we're having hamburgers and french fries for dinner tonight. Now, students, I want you to read this story again. You can pause this video for a while so that you can read.
Are those my eyes? You also drew my headset, right? This one. You drew my headset.
When you're done, you can press play so that we can continue in our lesson.
Wait, okay?
Now, this is the end of our lesson. I hope you learned something. This is Teacher Jen from camgush.com saying goodbye and see you on our next video. Goodbye!